Okay, it is 10:24 and I have started my hike. Here's my car. So should be a pretty chill first couple hours, and then I don't know, maybe 2-3 hours from now I'll start climbing Trailmaster and Cirque. I feel really good. I think I have everything. The weather is perfect. So it seems like the stars are aligning, which is a great feeling.
So to kick off this week, I'm initially going to be doing 3 nights out of Cottonwood Pass. So right now I'm heading to Cottonwood Pass. From there, I'll climb the ridge up to Trailmaster Peak and then continue along the ridge to Cirque Peak, at which point I'll continue north, descend onto New Army Pass, and drop down into Rock Creek, where I'll probably camp tonight. And then tomorrow, I will climb Mount Anna Mills and Mount Guyot. I don't know how you say it. It looks like Guyot, so that's what it is in my head. So that will be Sunday. Then Monday, I'm really excited for. There's this cluster of 4 13ers, so I should be able to do this big traverse, climb all 4 of them, and yeah, return to my camp. So for all these trips, I think I'll be able to get away with only having 1 base camp, and then kind of doing day hikes and returning to my base camp each night. Then Tuesday, I'll be hiking out, so I'll go up towards Old Army Pass, climb up Mount Langley, hopefully, and then yeah.
Heading up the summit of Trailmaster right now. Kind of just this big, easy rock field. I came from down there. You can see Olancha Peak. Some nice shade. And yeah, I only have about 500 feet left of elevation, so feeling pretty good. Up on the ridge, heading towards Trailmaster. Got a nice view of Chicken Spring Lake. I've camped there numerous times, I don't know, 5-6 times now. On the summit of Trailmaster Peak. Just signed the summit box down there. Approaching the Cirque Peak summit. I think it's just like 25-50 more feet. So I came from over there, Trailmaster Peak, took the ridge. I kind of traversed a little below the ridge at this high point, and then I've been scrambling up these rocks. And we're on the summit of Cirque Peak. I did one video already, but I felt so out of it, so I'm re-recording. Now I'm eating my last chunk of Panera brownie. But up here we have the summit. You can see the register, USGS thing. I've been seeing really fresh poop. I think it's the bighorn sheep. And I've never seen one in the Sierras, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled. If I see more poop, I'll show you guys. Yes, I see some bighorns. Even though I'm not even close, they do not like that I'm nearby. So I just came down that slope and then back on trail, which feels very nice. What's up, MTV? Welcome to my crib. I feel like I got a great spot. So I've got a fire pit, some nice counters where I've got my dinner going. We are having ramen. I've got my tarp up. I always love that I'm using the features. So I have this big boulder anchoring that end, and then the log on this side. And then it's just tight to the floor on that side. But this is a great spot. It's a great spot for the next couple of days. So I think I'll at least be here 2 nights, potentially 3. But yeah, feeling really good about it. First peak of the morning right there. Looking good. Carrying only a day pack feels so good. I'm passing a couple people on the trail and I can tell they're like, I feel like I'm flying. It's like being on a treadmill that's too fast and then walking on the ground after. Like, my body is just getting tugged along right now. Nice meadow. There's a good view of Mount Anna Mills, so I'll hopefully be summiting that later today. Climbing up Mount Guyot. Started down there, kind of in the trees. Came from that direction. And now on the summit of Mount Guyot. I just signed the summit register. There were dates in there going back to '83. So super old. So the summit register's here, but my map says the summit's over there. And what's weirder is I saw like the USGS little plaque thing over here. So I was already over there, now I'm here. So I might just go tag this point just to make sure, no matter what the real summit is, I did it. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So now I'm on the western summit, and there's another USGS thing, and it says Mount Guyot. However, I mean, that's clearly higher than me, so it's like this is the technical summit, but that's the higher summit. It's kind of weird. So now I'm dropping down off Guyot, and I'm descending down back onto the trail, which should be down here somewhere. And then, yeah, I'll take that to Rock Creek while I have some lunch, and then head up Anna Mills from there. Let's go. Another summit in the bag. You're next. Taking my lunch right now. Enjoying my chocolatey chip pancake Pop-Tart crumbs. They're really good, way better than I was expecting. The artificial maple flavor tastes like real maple rather than like an Aunt Jemima kind of syrup. So 10 out of 10, would recommend. Doing some cross-country travel, headed towards the base of Anna Mills. Got this nice meadow with these little streams going through it. So made it through these meadows. Now there's just a big boulder field to start working my way up. It never stops, the rocks. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm getting closer. We on the summit. So there's a weird radio tower thing up here. And lots of old infrastructure. Weird wires. It's a little spooky. I just found the trail register. Oops. So let's see how old this one is. Off the bat, I see 97. Oh, it feels really good being up here. Some summits are just better than others, and this is just really great views. I don't want to leave. The weather's perfect. Something I saw on TikTok that's been a huge help is with this hoodie, pulling it over the brim of my hat. It just keeps like these walls kind of on the side of my face, so it keeps a lot more sun out, and then it keeps the wind from blowing the hood off. And yeah, it just feels a lot better like this. So now I'm climbing down all these rocks. About 5:30 p.m. and I'm back at camp. Oh, And yeah, so nice. Everything's already set up. Whew. Feeling very good and clean. Just took a bath out in that meadow over there. Now I'm waiting for my food to cool down. It's like Spanish rice tonight. Should be fire. Feeling pretty drained, but definitely slowly recovering, drinking sugar. This is what a backpacker's flask looks like. Over there in the distance, you can see my boxers drying in the wind. Goodbye, camp. Oh man, I am not in the best spirits this morning, but today should be pretty fun. I'm just a little intimidated and feeling lazy, but I don't know, gotta do it. Okay, feeling a bit better now that we're warming up. I'm basically climbing the mountain that I was camping on the base of, so I was camping down there. So I basically just woke up and started heading up this slope. Now I'm on these nice big granite slabs heading up.
Climbing up, got some nice views.
Coming up to the summit of Joe Devil Peak. All of a sudden now I'm following some foot tracks, which feels good, knowing, I don't know, I picked a logical way to come up. Feels like I just keep getting closer, but never quite there. But you can see the two peaks I did yesterday. Anna Mills, Guyot. Oh, we're approaching the ridge. Oh la la. Wow. Joe Devil Peak summit block. Summit of Joe Devil Peak. 13,000 something. Started over there on Joe Devil. Now I'm kind of up on this little ridge thing, heading towards that peak. Pickering, I believe. The summit of Mount Pickering. So we're at like 3,400 something. See the little summit box right there. Haven't opened it yet. It's almost 12 o'clock, so day's going by really fast. Some great views. Yeah, so I came from over there this morning up to Joe Devil Peak. I kind of traversed this ridge coming up here. Now I have two more 13ers to go, so I'll take this ridge next and that ridge. Oh, looks a little daunting, but here we are, doing good. This peak has like a hole-on book. Looks like I was the first person this month, but there are a handful of people who came up this year still. So now I'm heading down Mount Pickering. I'm gonna start my traverse of Mount Chamberlain. So 2 13ers so far, 2 more to go. Not making the best time, but I'm not concerned yet. But I'm on time watch, let's say. It all like looks like relatively solid ground. And then every once in a while there's like this huge crack going down 12 to 20 feet, kind of depending, but yeah. when I'm high altitude, I really just go full covered mode. And it makes it feel a lot, I don't know, better. Oh man, look at this pinnacle. So I'm like traversing this ridge, but then there keep being these pinnacles, high points. So then I have to drop down, skirt around them a bit, but this one's really prominent. Okay, so this spot looks like it might get kind of technical because I have to go over those rocks back there. And this goes pretty far down, so I don't want to down climb that far, but we'll see what the tracks show. Like, yeah, looking how other people got around it, they all down climb, so I know it's inconvenient. Gotta do it because I think it stays jagged past that, so at least down here I'll be on a slope. Gosh, this is getting pretty hard. I mean, it is, I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it is so steep. It's like no one move feels like sketchy or anything. It's just like zero easy moves, so it's just so tedious getting across this. I should also say this is probably the most fun I've had on this trip so far. I can see the next summit coming up. Got this very slabby traverse now, but good solid rock, but very continuous. Time. So I started down climbing, then I realized that was just taking me down to the bottom. So now I'm pushing up this gully, try to get back up towards the ridge. I think this is just rock climbing now. Oh, the slope is finally mellowing out, kind of reaching like a broader summit plateau. I think I'm only a couple hundred feet below the summit at this point. There's Chamberlain. There's that nasty ridge. This is the way. This is the way. Approaching the summit. I have a great view of Whitney over here. I don't know if you can see it, but I can even see the summit shelter with my naked eye pretty well. It was kind of weak. Ow, ow, ow! Feeling very good on the summit of Mount Newcomb. Third 13er today. My new favorite hiking food is dates. These are organic medjool dates from the Coachella Valley. And fun fact about dates, they have almost the same macros as energy gel, so very similar amounts of carbs and sugar. I'm feeling really good and really grateful. Sappy. But man, this is the third 13er today, and I have one more to go. And it's like, man, this is a route I've wanted to do for so many years, and now I'm out here and I'm doing it. It feels really good. And it's really hard, but I'm glad it's hard. Like, it would be a bummer if it was easy and I felt like I could have done more, so. Okay, so now time to head down this ridge to that mountain and then descend there and go home to my camp for the night. Is that Crabtree Lakes? I reckon it is. So earlier I was up there, that's Mount Pickering, and I traversed this ridge, and I remember that snow patch. I went right on top of that snow patch, like my hands were on it. So you can see roughly the path I took over. But man, that spot looks so steep now. So I think I'm going to head towards that little notch. I don't want to down climb way down there. So we'll see what it looks like on the other side, but notch. Got to the top of that notch. Looking forward, looking pretty blocky. So yeah, I don't know, I'll probably zip up my phone to be honest. So down climbing seems inevitable because I'm not going to be able to stay up on this ridge. So I'm going to drop down here, kind of hug those walls, summit. I am so amazed by this rock wall right here. That is so steep. It's hanging over me. And then there's the patterning right here. The final ascent for the day. Pretty steep last climb, but I'm feeling A1. It's hard to do the steepness justice, but I'm definitely using my hands every couple steps. Ow, ow, ow! Yeah, baby! Summit box right there. This was the 4th 13er today. Woo! Oh, I'm so glad it's over. That was so much fun though, but man, I need water. So started our day over there at Joe Devil Peak, then traversed that ridge line to Mount Pickering, then traversed this ridge line past that little snow patch over to that peak, Mount Newcomb, and then came down this way to the summit of Mount Chamberlain. Looking at Whitney right there, Mount Hitchcock, Mount the Gliot was up there yesterday. Anna Mills was up there yesterday. And then we got Mount Langley, be up there tomorrow. I feel like I'm not going the smartest way down, but I'm just eager to descend. But I mean, it's not like dangerous or bad or anything. It's just lots of rock walking. You can see where I came down from up there. Made it down into this like upper valley. And the creek is dry. And I'm not happy. Oh, I found a spring. Can you take me to the trail? No? Oh. I was crossing Rock Creek just now, and I ate crap, and I whacked my knee on a rock. But I am now on the trail, so.
So that ranger just passed me. He kind of like called me from behind. And I was kind of like nervous because I left my permits at my camp, so I didn't have them on me. But he told me there was a missing person, like a 55-year-old man. But he said the biggest identifier is that he doesn't have a backpack. So I was like, okay, I haven't seen this guy. And then he noticed my inReach, and he's like, oh, like, when you're hiking out tomorrow, if you see anything, like, let us know. And I'm like, okay, but like, who would I actually call? Like, how would I let you guys know? And then, yeah, he just gave me Sequoia Kings Canyon Dispatch, but I feel like that's a good number to have for my Garmin.
Man, talk about Rack City over here. My camp. This feels like getting home to a 5-star resort right now. Oh, that was about 13 hours of hiking today. I thought it would be like 11, but that's okay. But looks like we'll definitely be cooking and eating in the dark tonight. Pasta time. Enjoying it in a not spooky forest, so no need to be worried. Pasta! What's really funny right now, I'm listening to Theo Vaughn interview Mr. Beast. So that really helps pull me out of this, you know, situation. Just finished cleaning up camp and we are out of here. It's about 7 a.m.
Summit of Mount Langley.
So I'm hiking down and I see this Army helicopter flying around. All of a sudden, this search and rescue guy runs up to me, tells me I have to stop where I am. Apparently, they found the missing hiker right as I was walking by. I see this team of like 10 to 15 people walk out of the forest carrying him. He was alive. The trail rumor was he was up there with his family. They all got altitude sickness and delirious, and they left him up there for whatever reason. I heard he was wandering around with no backpack and no shoes for 3 days. And yeah, that's my video. Thank you all for watching.